Morning, how you doing? This is Sanford from Save Donna 21. That little intro, or that little clip right there that I showed you at the beginning of the video is a project me and Donna worked on yesterday. She came out here. She's still, I don't know, kind of mess with her, as far as her legs and stuff, but she came out here just bored out of her goal. That's what. Well, we make something, and she hem-hawed around about it a little bit, and I don't know, it just I don't know, she just didn't want to mess up my shop or kick me out of my shop or anything like that. So I finally talked her into it. I said, look, just find some simple project. You know what scraps I got here. Let's figure out something we can make that's, you can run some tools and see what's up. This daggone fly just drive me crazy. But anyway, so we went looking through all my scraps and stuff, come up with some scraps. She got on some side or whatever, and she's gonna make that what I just showed you as a hat rack or a coat rack or something like that. And then, but as we got into it, she realized she just likes it just kind of as art statement, art piece, whatever. So that's okay. So she's planning on, once we get it all done, she's planning on hanging it in her hallway. And which is fine with me. I love wood and natural, and I told her I wasn't staining none of it. And but no, she got to run the surface planer yesterday and the router, and she was a little scared at first, and surface planer, it's pretty loud, and the router over here, it's just kind of intimidating, especially when you got kind of a small piece. You're not used to it. You don't know if it's gonna catch and throw it somewhere, or that type of deal. And so she's kind of intimidated by it. And I showed her one and showed her, how I do it, and she did great. She all that we did was just slightly round off the edges of each board. After we cut them, I just added some scraps that wasn't, they wasn't squared, they wasn't true, and so I just put them on the table saw, squared them up. And then we kind of laid them out as they were. And then there was a few that we had to, that we cut down to, a certain size. There wasn't really like any measurements that we were looking for. We figured right around 30 inches long, maybe a foot tall, in the highest point or whatever. But we decided, let's just go with it, or she did, so that's okay. So we've got black walnut, cedar, and I want to say the white woods is what gets me a lot, man. I know pine, we got pine, yellow pine, white pine, knotted pine, I know all that. But some of your white woods kind of, because you got maples, and I think spruces is white. I think I don't know. Anyway, we found some. It wasn't it wasn't a real hard, heavy wood. So, and it didn't have a whole lot of grain. The grain that it did have was kind of about the same as kind of the same size and the same shape as oak, but it wasn't oak. I know that. I do know my oaks. So, uh, but I don't remember what the other was. There's just two sticks of it alongside that the first piece of black walnut in the middle. Uh, I tried to let her cut a couple of lines just in that center walnut, just kind of give it a little bit more texture or whatever, if you would. But she liked it the way it was, so that's okay. So we glued it all together last night, and this morning I didn't sleep very well last night, so just dreaming and feeling yucky and just whatever. And I don't know, stomach issues. That gonna flies and drive me batty, man. If he's go around and around a boxing match here in a minute, and I'm gonna win. But so anyway, so I got up this morning and I just used a small chisel I had, the sharpest one I could find, and kind of scraped away any glue that might have been on the surface, and I just varnished it. So I got the first coat of varnish on it, and I'll put the second one on here probably about an hour or so, or whatever, when that one dries. I'll probably do that a couple, 3 times, then I'll sand it down a little bit, then I'll come back with the final coat. Somebody commented to me on private message the other day, want to know why I started smoking in my videos. And because when we first started, we didn't. Me and Donna together and stuff. We didn't smoke. And I thought about it for a little bit before I answered it, and I said, well, tell you the truth, if I'm gonna sit here and talk to you as my friend, if I'm gonna sit here and talk to you, as if I've known you forever, and if I haven't known you, that we get to know each other, then I want to be true to you. If you come to my house and you're wanting to, sit around and drink a beer or talk or whatever, I'm going to smoke. I ain't going to hide it from you. So that's why I did it. Now, a lot of people may not like it. It ain't affecting you none because you're behind that camera. But if you don't like it, hey, I'm sorry. I apologize. But that's the deal. And I may or may not smoke one. If Donna's in the video with me, she tends, she smokes as well, but she tends to keep it off camera, and that's fine. And I may do that too once we get back together and start doing, me and her together. But as long as it's just me and you, hey. I'm gonna be myself. I'm going to talk the way I talk. I'm gonna tell you exactly, whatever. And I'm not gonna hide nothing from you. So I do appreciate the comment or the question, I guess. And I did respond. Now, I really haven't had too many comments on my videos. Of course, I've been kind of delaying. I'm probably, losing customers or viewers as I go, but I'm just trying my hardest to make sure I get a decent video and be able to get it out there that looks somewhat presentable. I'm kind of I don't know. I like to kind of be a perfectionist about that stuff, or either that, or I just like trying to do more than what I know. So I don't know which it is, but either way, either way, that's it. I had issues with my phone. Like I said, I didn't have no pictures, I didn't have no videos on it, and my memory's full. So, I really don't know. We're working on our flower garden out front of the house. A rose garden actually. It's got a rose tree and two two small rose bushes. Well, I say small. They're probably like 3 foot tall, but and then there's one there that's it's a green leaf plant. I'm not sure what that is. It was already, that was already there when we moved here. So, but we're working on it. I'm gonna have to go back to the city to get some mulch. Uh, there's only one place that carries the rubber mulch here, and they only carry the shredded. I like that nugget, um, and they're twice as high as the city. So I'm gonna have to make another trip to the city, get me about another 10 bags probably of that to finish it. And basically what we did was went in there. It was starting to get late that night, and I kind of got a little sloppy with it. But started off instead of using what do you call it, the weed barriers and stuff that you put, I got online and watched some YouTube and read a little bit, and newspaper or both, I guess. Cardboard works great. It smothers it, but yet it eventually turns it back into as a compost eventually, I guess. So that's what we did. Is we cut a bunch of boxes up, laid them out. I started off laying them out around the edge and duct taping them, and all that. But it was starting to get late, so I ended up having this kind of late stuff in there. So we do have a few openings, a few little holes, but at least few little holes is better than having to hold the whole thing. I don't know where that come from, but anyway, y'all get my drift. And then we're putting that rubber mulch on top of it. I like that rubber mulch because it don't blow around, it don't float it, like a lot of mulches do. They don't draw ants. If you want to walk on it, you can walk on it. I guess it is. They call it playground safe. So. But that's what we're doing in the front yard. Backyard, we've got this, spot in between the two trees. I think I showed you when I showed you the swing that I built. But there's a spot there, and I'm sure I want to do something with it. I mean, nothing big, nothing extravagant. I just like to, do something with it, and I just don't know what. I've looked at, different things online and YouTube and different ideas, and the things I like is things me and Donna both like is the water features, fire features, water fire features, things like that. And we like gazebos and this and that. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever do anything with it. I like the yard it did, 1,000 times better than I like that last yard that we just moved from. That's where I couldn't even go out there and I didn't even want to go out there even mow. It just couldn't do nothing with it. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd show you that little project. Basically, like I said, we just cut it, put it together, glued it, clamped it all together last night, and let it dry. And it looks really nice. And when I get it totally done, I will show you the finished product. Yeah, maybe you get to see it hanging up in the hallway. See you later.